AI Business Brief for April 26, 2026. Salesforce launched Headless 360, giving businesses full API, access to AI, agents that can work across platforms without logging into Salesforce. OpenAI's GPT-5 unified coding and general tasks into one model. Small businesses say they're excited about AI, but most still aren't using it daily. Here's the full breakdown of today's top AI stories for your business. Next section, lead story. Salesforce just unveiled Headless 360, and it might be the most important AI deployment shift for small businesses this year. The core idea: your team should never have to log into Salesforce again. Instead, AI agents handle customer service, sales data, and workflows through APIs, working natively in the tools you already use like Slack, WhatsApp, and email. This is a big deal because it removes the main friction point of business software, the user interface itself. Instead of training employees to navigate dashboards and click through menus, you deploy agents that complete tasks automatically. Engine's CEO Aaliyah Wallen reported deploying production-ready AI agents in 12 days, saving millions. That's the kind of speed that levels the playing field for smaller operations competing against larger teams. The platform includes over 60 new MCP tools, native React support for custom interfaces, and a testing center for vetting agents before launch. If you run a service business with customer support or sales processes that currently require constant manual data entry, this is worth exploring. The automation potential here isn't hype, it's already in production at companies that got early access. Read more: Salesforce unveils Headless 360. Next section, tools and launches. OpenAI unified GPT-5 into one model. OpenAI confirmed there won't be a separate GPT-5 codex model. Since GPT-4, they've unified coding and general tasks into a single system. GPT-5 brings strong gains in agentic coding, computer use, and any task performed on a computer. For developers and automation-focused businesses, this means one API does it all, no more switching between models for different tasks. Read more: Ramayne Hewitt confirmation. ChatGPT Images 2.0 handles complex visual prompts. OpenAI's image generation model can now handle absurdly complex nested prompts like a horse riding an astronaut, where the astronaut is riding a pelican that is riding a bicycle. It balances all three. This level of prompt interpretation means you can get weirdly specific with marketing visuals, product mockups, or social content without needing a designer for every iteration. Read more: Why are you like this? Salesforce expands FDE Partner Network. Salesforce launched its Forward Deployed Engineer (FDE) Partner Network, connecting businesses with Salesforce-trained partners like Accenture and Deloitte to deploy Agentforce at scale. These partners handle solution architecture, agentic design, and post-launch optimization. If you're considering Salesforce agents but lack in-house engineering depth, this network bridges the gap. Just know that partnering with these firms comes at a cost, which may be steep for smaller budgets. Read more: Salesforce expands global partner network. Next section, Business Playbook. Small businesses are excited about AI, but not using it daily. A new survey shows 81% of small businesses are excited about AI, yet daily adoption remains low. The gap between interest and implementation is a classic execution problem. Businesses want AI's benefits but don't know where to start or which tools to trust. If you're in this camp, start with one specific workflow: customer email responses, invoice data entry, or content drafting. Pick a single bottleneck, test a tool for 2 weeks, and measure time saved. Read more: 81% of small businesses are excited about AI. Anthropic tested an AI on AI marketplace. Anthropic ran an experiment where AI agents represented buyers and sellers in a classified marketplace, striking real deals for real goods with real money. The pilot involved 69 employees with $100 budgets and resulted in 186 deals totaling over $4,000. The finding: users represented by more advanced models got objectively better outcomes, but users didn't notice the disparity. This raises an important question for businesses deploying agents on behalf of customers or employees. If your agent is negotiating deals, scheduling, or purchasing on your behalf, the quality of the underlying model matters more than you might think. Read more: Anthropic created a test marketplace. Next section, Industry moves. Cohere merges with Aleph Alpha. Canadian AI startup Cohere is acquiring Germany-based Aleph Alpha, backed by a $600 million investment from Schwarz Group. The combined entity will target highly regulated industries like defense, finance, healthcare, and manufacturing, positioning itself as a sovereign AI alternative to U.S. tech giants. The new company will be valued around $20 billion. For businesses in regulated industries concerned about data sovereignty and routing information through Microsoft or Google, this merger creates a credible alternative. The catch: it's unclear how quickly this combined entity can match the capabilities of frontier models from OpenAI or Anthropic. Read more: why Cohere is merging with Aleph Alpha. Apple's new CEO signals hardware-first AI strategy. John Ternus will take over as Apple CEO later this year, succeeding Tim Cook. Ternus is a hardware executive who spent his career building devices like AirPods, Apple Watch, and Vision Pro. His appointment suggests Apple will focus on AI-powered hardware rather than competing on model size. Speculation includes smart glasses, AI-enabled AirPods, and a wearable pendant with a built-in camera, all connecting to the iPhone with Siri integration. For small businesses using Apple devices, this could mean tighter integration between AI tools and the hardware you already use, but expect a slower rollout compared to software-first competitors. Read more: Apple under Ternus. xAI's Grok in Tesla vehicles raises safety concerns. Tesla has been rolling out xAI's Grok chatbot in vehicles since July 2025, allowing drivers to ask questions and give voice commands while driving. Tesla owner and lawyer who uses Grok regularly told CNBC it's useful, nearly irresistible, and dangerous. He noted that while crossing the George Washington Bridge, he wasn't paying attention to driving at all because he was interacting with Grok. Automakers like Volvo, Rivian, Mercedes, and BMW are also adding AI assistants, but the technology represents a new distraction risk that isn't well understood yet. If you're deploying AI tools for field teams or drivers, consider the cognitive load and whether voice interaction actually reduces distraction or just shifts it. Read more: we tried out Grok while driving a Tesla. OpenAI CEO apologizes for failure to alert authorities. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman issued a public apology to the residents of Tumbler Ridge, Canada, after the company failed to alert law enforcement about a ChatGPT user who described scenarios involving gun violence. The user's account was flagged and banned in June 2025, but OpenAI staff debated alerting police and ultimately decided against it. After the user allegedly killed 8 people, OpenAI reached out to Canadian authorities. Altman said the company is improving safety protocols with more flexible criteria for referring accounts to authorities. This incident highlights the gray areas AI companies face when monitoring user behavior and the consequences of hesitation. Read more: OpenAI CEO apologizes to Tumbler Ridge. Next section: quick wins. Use AI agents to handle customer support inquiries across platforms with Salesforce Headless 360 and similar tools. You can deploy agents that respond to customer questions in Slack, WhatsApp, email, and SMS without requiring human oversight for routine queries. Start by mapping out the top 10 questions your support team answers repeatedly. Test an agent on those queries for 2 weeks and track response time and accuracy. Audit your current AI tools by model quality. If you're using AI agents for negotiation, scheduling, or purchasing, check which underlying model powers the tool. Anthropic's marketplace experiment showed that users with better models got better outcomes without realizing it. If your tool uses an older or cheaper model, consider upgrading or switching to a provider using frontier models like GPT-5, Claude Sonnet 4, or Gemini 2.0. Next section: Outlook. The dominant pattern this week is the shift from AI pilots to production deployments. Salesforce Headless 360, the FDE Partner Network, and the Anthropic Marketplace experiment all point to the same reality. Businesses are moving past testing AI and into running operations on AI. The execution gap is real, and the companies closing it fastest are the ones deploying agents with clear, narrow tasks rather than waiting for a perfect all-in-one solution. Watch for more consolidation in the AI infrastructure space as smaller players like Aleph Alpha merge to compete with hyperscalers. That concludes today's AI Business Brief. From Carolina Clear Tech. Stay smart, stay ahead.